Nebraska took the field here on Wednesday for their first time in full pads in fall camp. Hi, Sean Callahan for HuskerOnline.com. We also got our first look at this football team, and just from our view, you can just see the gains this team has made, the additions they've added to the roster, and Ryan Held said there's no doubt this is a better looking football team in 2019 than a year ago.
It's not even close, not even close. The physicality, I mean, Jiminy Christmas, just the aesthetics of looking at each one of our guys when they run out on the field, we're looking like a football team, all right? Looking like, I mean, with the strength staff and everything, I know you guys hear it all the time, but that's real. That's legitimately real. Now, we have to go out and execute and do all those things. Can't turn the ball over, and special teams has to get better. But I can tell you that from a, on the hoof, we say in our world, we look a heck of a lot better, which is encouraging.
Wednesday was also the first time we got a look at Diedrich Mills and getting a chance to see what he can do, and there's no question the early hype on Mills is real.
He's picked up the offense well. Tough kid, downhill. You hand the ball off to him, he's going to get his 3 or 4 yards, which you need. And so there's going to be a role for him. He's doing well in pass protection, big kid, so if they do want to blitz, he's going to be solid in pass protection, and he's fitting in with the guys. And so it was a good addition, and I look forward to what he's going to do this year.
Well, I mean, he got here early, which he got those grades, which is big for him. I mean, he's an animal in the weight room. I mean, he's very powerful, and I think he's in pretty good shape. I mean, we all got to continue to get used to the tempo and what we're trying to do as an offense, but he works hard every single day. He comes with his lunch pail, wanting to get better. I just got to keep fine-tuning him on, all the nuances of this offense. You're not going to get it done in 5 days, but I like where he's at. He hits that thing downhill, which we have to have in this offense. I love that aspect, because I mean you got to have 2 or 3 guys to tackle that guy.
He runs tough. He run people over, so you better watch out.
He's great. I mean, the biggest thing I know, biggest thing I'm seeing is he's hitting the hole right now. I mean, he's not patient. He's not being patient, I guess, which a lot of times you like seeing the back, but sometimes hitting the hole hard is also what you want to see, and that's the big thing I see out of him.
And Mo Washington out on the field for Nebraska, as we know, going through some off-the-field things, but continues to battle out there each day.
He's been dialed in meetings, been dialed in to where he's supposed to be. He's dialed in on the practice field. The other stuff's the other stuff. He just has to worry about what he can control right now, and that's being out on the field and helping his teammates, being a good teammate, and then getting better himself.
And one of the other additions Nebraska added in the backfield is Ramires Johnson, the freshman out of New Jersey, has been impressive, according to Held and Walters.
But not dipping his toe in and just trying to go out there and not make a mistake. I don't care if he makes a mistake. I want him to go 100 miles an hour, because his gift is speed and feet. He has the ability to really run, and he's soft on his feet. He can jump cut and then go. And, early on, like, he kind of was going, just kind of tiptoeing through, not making sure I'm not making a mistake. Then 2 days ago, he freaking hit it, and it was 60 yards. That's what I want him to do, is not worry about making a mistake. No fear of failure, like Coach Frost says, and use your strengths out there on the field, which is speed and quickness and all those things. But he's a great kid. I love being around him every day. Smile on his face, tough. East Coast kid. I mean, he's got a chance.
Ramires Johnson, freshman, has had some splash plays. He's a speedster, and when he hits a crease and gets in the seam and he open, he's going to take it to the house. He's doing a good job.
Rondale Robinson was at Nebraska already in January, so he's come a long way since then. And I think the biggest question now is how much running back will he play versus wide receiver? On the bit of practice that we got to see on Wednesday, he was taking a lot of snaps out of the backfield.
He's looked good. He's staying healthy. That was the key in spring. He was nicked up a little bit, so he's doing a good job taking care of his body. Did a good job in the summertime taking care of his body, and he's everything that we hope for. He keeps getting better. He makes plays as a receiver. He's making plays as a running back. And so that dual threat option is going to cause challenges for opposing defenses.
Oh, he's special. He can make something out of nothing, so he can turn a 5-yard catch to an 80-yard run. So he's special.
We'll see. I mean, he's definitely going to play running back. I mean, he's really, really talented at running back. We'll have, the good thing is we have guys that can do that now. They can be receivers and running backs, and that's what we've wanted to do when we got here, is to recruit those type of hybrid type players that Coach Frost had at Oregon, what we had at UCF, and now here at Nebraska.
We caught up with Cal wide receiver and graduate transfer Baynoa for the first time here on Wednesday, and he had a lot of interesting things to say. But let's first talk about why he decided to come to Nebraska.
Yeah, he's a stud. You know, I said this before. You know, being able to throw on your back foot and make plays out of nothing, being able to roll out, be mobile. You know, he's just a quarterback, especially, and he has an arm, so. He's just a well-rounded quarterback.
So after a few days, where you're like, yep, this is kind of why I did this.
Oh, 100%. That and the offensive scheme, it was pretty simple decision.
Did you feel like your skill set was better fitted for an up-tempo spread like what Nebraska runs versus maybe more of a slower down pro style?
Yeah, 100%. I think a lot of our offense is read option, so I'm making decisions on the fly based off of the defensive coverage. So that's where my bread and butter is. Making decisions, exploiting the defense.
The offensive line right now has a lot of questions that still need to be answered, and a couple of the true freshmen on this roster, particularly Ethan Piper and Bryce Benhart, are guys that Greg Austin will be watching closely here in fall camp.
He's progressing well, picking up the offense, learning. To come in as a true freshman is always hard to do, and he's doing a pretty good job of it. Understanding the offense, you can see daily progress from Bryce.
Another addition Nebraska brought in was graduate transfer tight end Travis Vokolak out of Rutgers. When you look at Vokolak right now, he won't be able to play this year, but it's clear he's going to be a great addition to this football team.
Well, right now he's looking extremely well. He's been better than I initially thought he would be. He moves extremely well. He's a big physical kid. He's come in and learned. He's only been here a few weeks. We're just trying to keep it simple with him, so we can get the base understanding of what we're trying to do offensively. But I'm really happy where he is right now.
We got our first look at the 110-man fall camp roster here on Wednesday. It only had 109 names on it. No sign yet of Jakeem Green as he awaits his transcripts to go through admissions at Nebraska. Also, JoJo Domann not on the roster and was not seen here around Lincoln as he was dealing with some medical issues off the field. Reporting with the Nebraska football team here in Lincoln, I'm Sean Callahan of HuskerOnline.com.